Alright guys, I know you've been waiting for this for a long time, and here it finally is. This is my review on the Grasshopper GTX from Duncan. Alright, so real quick, some background on this yo-yo. So, the Duncan Grasshopper has been János Carranza's signature yo-yo for a couple of years now. And so this yo-yo right here is the Duncan Grasshopper GTX with stainless steel bimetal rims. János won the World Yo-Yo Contest back in 2013, and in general he's just a super impressive player, and he still is making tricks to this day. János is known for his intricate style with super flashy and surprising slack movements. So I've had this yo-yo for quite a few months now, and I've formed some really concrete opinions about it. To start things off, I'm going to show you guys the specs of this yo-yo, and then a little bit later we're going to dive into the design and playability of it. Alright, so here is the Grasshopper GTX in all of its glory. The specs of the Grasshopper GTX are fairly regular for a yo-yo in this day and age. The diameter and width aren't really on the large or small side, and the weight of 65 grams is pretty common for a yo-yo these days. And real quick, I just wanted to point out that this yo-yo has stainless steel rims and a body of 6061 aluminum, which is a lower grade of aluminum compared to the 7075 or 7068 aluminum that some companies use. And I mean, it's okay. I would have loved to see a higher grade of aluminum used on this yo-yo, but that's whatever. Alright, so let's talk about the shape. So here we've got a bit of a more rounded and chunky shape. The rims are kind of like curved, and they got a couple cuts that lead down to a slope to the bearing. In general, this yo-yo has some pretty nice low walls, which is great to see. And the shape itself is fairly wide, so we're not going to have too much of a problem hitting the gap. Personally, I prefer to play with yo-yos that are even wider than this one, with an even more catchable gap, but like that's just me. And the cup of the Grasshopper GTX is pretty standard. Right near the top we've got a bit of a ridge in the stainless steel rims, and then there's just like one slope down to a flat center. Alright, now for what you guys have all been waiting for, the play of this yo-yo. So to start, this yo-yo is a bit of a tank. It's like ridiculously stable and solid. It really feels like a powerful beast on the string. It spins fast and it spins for a very long time, which is nice to see. The bimetal rim design is very noticeable during play, and the stainless steel rims are definitely adding like a substantial amount of weight to the yo-yo. In my opinion, this yo-yo is a bit of a slower playing yo-yo. Like, I can still move it around, but I noticed when I tried to change direction or do like faster tricks, it was just like a bit on the slow and heavy side. But keep in mind, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. If you prefer heavier yo-yos, then this is going to be a great yo-yo for you. The response system of this yo-yo was actually super impressive. I was a little bit worried initially that with all of this rim weight we would have some slippy binds, but I didn't really experience any of that. If anything, binds felt, really nice and tight, and regens were good for the most part. I had a little bit of snagging every now and then, but then again, I used some pretty thick string, so that's just something to note. In addition, the finish of this yo is super smooth and nice, so grinds are pretty great with this thing. Just know that the stainless steel rims have kind of a more glossy or polished finish, so those aren't gonna be great for grinds, but the body of the yo-yo, the red part of the yo-yo, great for grinds. Alright, so let's review a little bit. So this yo is extremely powerful. It spins for a very long time and plays very stable on the string. It's a bit of a slow and reluctant mover, but if you're into that, then this is gonna be perfect for you. And now, with these attributes I've just described, it really makes sense why this is János Carranza's signature yo-yo. János doesn't do like crazy fast tricks. He's not a speed player by any means. However, he does do tricks that involve the string getting into the gap of the yo-yo with many different like layers of string and things like that. And so in general, having a powerful yo-yo is definitely like a super important thing to him so he can perform those extreme tricks. And one side effect of this kind of extreme stability and everything like that is that this yo-yo is a bit on the slower side. However, that doesn't matter to him because he's not doing extreme fast tricks. So when it comes to deciding whether or not to buy this yo-yo, kind of think to yourself, do I prefer to do very fast, agile, quick change of direction tricks, or do I prefer to do, a little bit slower, a little bit more complex, almost like techie tricks and things like that? I think that's going to help you guys decide whether or not this yo-yo is the one for you. Alright, so that's about it for my review of the Duncan Grasshopper GTX. If you guys did enjoy the review, be sure to leave a like, and also if you guys are new here and haven't seen my videos before, hit that subscribe button. I post 2 videos each and every week. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.